Hey everybody, I'm Dave Wild, and I have multiple sclerosis, or MS, and I'm doing this video to demonstrate a couple of things. For one, I'm doing it impromptu to show how the thought process works and how I may stumble as I do this. And I'm just holding the camera in my hand, and I do have tremors, so that's to demonstrate those tremors as well. So that's why I don't have this on a pod today. It's for that demonstration. I mean, I could be worse, but probably wondering, well, gee, what's MS? MS, multiple sclerosis, is a, for lack of a better term, disease. The way I describe it is it's a disease that eats your nervous system. And I was diagnosed about 3 years ago, and despite being on Copaxone shots for about 2 years, it has gotten worse. My legs don't want to hold me up very much, so I do walk with a 4-pod cane. I have trouble speaking. I have trouble chewing. I have trouble swallowing. I have cognitive lapses where I'll just be gone someplace else, another universe somewhere, and just look around and go, wow, okay. I was gone for a while. I don't know where I was. Clumsy as hell. I smash into walls. I trip over everything. I smash my fingers on everything. And it can be very difficult to function and move around. I can't hold a standard job because I never know what my body's going to do to me, and nobody really wants to hire that either. So I'm on disability and have been for some years now. It is not the cush life. Some people will say, gosh, you're on disability. Well, that makes things easy. No, it doesn't. I'm on SSD, and SSD is not welfare. It is something that you pay into all your working life. And if you wind up needing it, then it's there for you to apply for. So, for all intents and purposes, throughout my working life, before this got me, I was paying into that, and everybody does. Combining conditions, let's see, everything I do, and I just, I lost my track for a second there. Everything I do kind of has to be done in pieces because I run out of energy very, very fast. And it's just difficult to get things done around the house. I mean, I'll do a sink full of dishes, for example, and I have to sit down, or I have to take a break. Laundry is literally a load at a time. And, you take these things for granted. You don't realize how difficult they can be when your body's tearing itself apart. And it's not the same for everyone, but they say that most people with MS within the first 10 years are, in wheelchairs or bedridden or just total invalids, and I'm fighting against that. That's a long fight. And it's everything I can do to hold on and keep moving forward and be a parent. I have 4 great kids. Not all of them live with me. My son lives with me, and he has autism, and he's learning how difficult life can be. He's doing really well, though. But being a parent and trying to teach your kid when you're disabled that you can still do something is not. It's a totally different task than anything I've ever known. So I fight to do things. And, I have a dream I'm trying to live up to, and that's to be an author and creator and artist. And I look back on the things I used to be able to do. My prior work was in security and law enforcement. I certainly can't do that anymore. And, I used to be a pretty decent artist. Shoot, let me just show you. You can see this picture right here, okay? And here, take a look at my handwriting. Okay, see handwriting? Picture I used to be able to do. Handwriting. Okay. I can still draw, and I fight to draw. Holding on to any old skills is a battle, and often enough it's a trial through hell. Sometimes I manage to use my tremors in my pictures, and I'll just show you. This is a picture I recently did. Now, if you look up here, you see that moss stuff I drew on those branches. Look at how the lines are all wobbly. That's where I used my tremors to make those lines. So, it's not like I can't do anything at all, but it's a fight. Living with MS is a fight. And there's lots of us. I'm not asking for anyone's pity or anyone's sympathy. I'm just trying to explain to people that MS is an ongoing fight. It's an ongoing battle. And just to get out and walk around some days, and just to get by. And walking, talking, concentration. I drop things. And every day is different. Every day is a random roll of the dice. It is mostly controlled by my shots. And another thing I'll mention about being on disability that's not so cush is. I have financial limitations. I mean, if I lost my medical coverage, my Copaxone shots are over $5,000 a month. Think about that for a second. They're the only things that are keeping it in check to this degree. So, yeah. Crazy thoughts. But I just wanted to go over that, and I ramble, and I'm sorry I ramble. I'm doing it this way just to try and make that point. There's probably last I know, a couple of years ago, it was over 400,000 people in our country with MS, and I know it's a lot more than that. So. That's what I do. I live with MS, and trying to do the basest of things is something that people can really take for granted. You don't realize that wheeling a trash can out to the curb can be such a freaking task. But it is. So I'm going to close this so I don't make it too long a video, because when I do things impromptu like this, I never know how that's going to turn out. But I hope that this has been somewhat educational on some of what it looks like, and we'll see you next time.